All right, guys, I'm back with another one. At this point, I've been up for about at least 2 hours. My first video, I just got up, and I needed to do content. But yeah, I've been up for about 2 hours now. I found another video, but before I get into this one, if you're not subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. And also, please check to make sure that you are subscribed if you were subscribed to the channel previously, right? Because YouTube has been removing my subscribers, and I'm trying to take my channel to the next level. My content is way different than other people. I don't bring you the BS, I bring you the real. And I know a lot of people say that, but I feel like I am really doing that. All right. So without further ado, let's get into this video.
One questions I get asked is, if XRP, HBAR, or ALGO are for real world payments, why would institutions use them if the token gets expensive? Let's break it down, because this is where most people are stuck thinking like retail, while institutions are playing a different game. First of all, banks don't buy crypto like we do. They're not jumping on Coinbase and trying to time the bottom. They move value, billions at a time, using treasury capital, central bank reserves, and enterprise liquidity providers. They're not looking for cheap. They're looking for performance. Second, they're already wasting $200 to $250 billion a year on outdated systems. SWIFT fees, pre-funded accounts, fraud, compliance overhead, manual reconciliation, FX delays. If blockchain tech can eliminate even half of that, they'll use it, regardless of the price per token. Now here's a light bulb moment. Most people miss it. It's not about how much the token costs. It's about how much it can move. If XRP is $1, you need 10 million tokens to settle 10 million. If it costs $100, you only need 100,000 tokens. The fewer the tokens, the less the friction, the less sourcing, the less risk. A higher price actually makes the system more efficient. It's not hype, it's just math. And no, institutions aren't scared of a $100 token. They're scared of something else. They're scared of friction from outdated rails, legacy bottlenecks, and too many middlemen. They're scared of failure, wires getting lost, flagged, reversed, or solved for days. They're scared of delays because when the money is stuck, they lose liquidity access and risk exposure. What causes that? Swift waiting periods, currency conversations, compliance bottlenecks, mismatched data, pre-funded accounts, and all a bunch of third parties taking their cuts. Let me help make it click. XRP is the pipe, not the water. If you need to move 10 million and XRP is only worth $1, you're jamming 10 million tokens through a narrow pipe. That creates pressure, slippage, and inefficiency. But if XRP is worth $100, that pipe gets wider. You only need 100,000 tokens. The flow is smoother, faster, and more controlled. The system works better because the pipe fits the pressure. That's why XRP has to be expensive, not to moon, but to function as the backbone of a global financial system. So when people say, why would a bank use a token that's expensive? Here's the answer. Because expensive tokens do the heavy lifting and the old system can't carry the weight anymore. One of the most...
All right. So you guys tell me what you think. I found this young lady's video on Instagram, and I decided that I wanted to bring it to you guys because I have been saying a lot of the things that she is saying in this small clip, right? I have tried to explain this in so many different videos that you cannot have a cheap coin in XRP, in XDC, in XLM, in ZBEC, in SHX, HBAR, Algorand. You cannot have a cheap coin. Oh, Cardano. You cannot have a cheap coin. You have to have a coin that is a high price so that it can move the amount of money it's going to move. When you're talking about moving over $200 billion a day, that's a lot of money. That's not a little bit of money. Okay? So there's no way that $100 coin or $1,000 coin could move all of that money. Because as she said in the video, it would cause friction, it would cause delays, it would cause bottlenecking, right, in the system. And that's not something they want. She also said that banks are not afraid of expensive coins because they don't buy the coins the way we do. I have tried to say this to people so many times. Banks do not care about the price of the coin. They're not purchasing the coins the way quote unquote retailers are. No matter what you may think, that is not the case. They have you thinking that, but that is far from the truth, right? I mean, in this clip, she mentioned so many things. You know, she mentioned the fact that banks are not afraid of an expensive coin. They're not. They don't care. They just want to know that it could move the money that they need to move. And they want to know that it's going to be efficient enough to do that. That's all they care about. Retailers are the ones, you know, like certain YouTubers who's worrying about the price and thinking that the price can't go anywhere. She's breaking it down and making it make a lot of sense in a short clip. And I think that this is a video that a lot of other YouTubers need to see because they don't understand it. And she said that it's all in the math. I mean, that's basically what she said. It's all in the math. The way how, and I've been saying this as well, the way how everyone else is doing the math, they're doing it wrong. If you watch my videos on my math breakdowns from my first videos, okay, you would see the way I'm breaking down the math, where it makes sense. You gotta take a lot of things in consideration. You know, if you're talking about just for an example, the other day I seen someone post on Instagram as well that $3 quadrillion is going to be running on the XDC blockchain. Okay. But the thing for me that had me puzzled is this guy or this girl, whoever the person is, said that the price of XDC is going to be $271,000 if XDC takes over 100% of the 3 quadrillion. And it's like, what math are you doing? Do you understand how much zeros is in 3 quadrillion? When you do the math on $3 quadrillion, right? If you take 3 quadrillion and divide it by 365, which that 365 represents the days in the year. If you divide that 3 quadrillion by that amount, you come to a total of like 8 trillion something odd dollars per day being moved. How in the world do you think it is possible for XDC to move $8 trillion a day, over $8 trillion a day, right? At a price of $271 a coin, when XDC, their coin supply is nothing more than like maybe 35 billion. You think that they're going to want to use about 17 billion coins a day to do that? To try to move that $8 trillion? Because that's about how much they're going to have to use. About 17 billion coins. Why would they want to use 17 billion coins to move $8 trillion a day? I mean, you got to make it make sense. The math has to make sense. And this is something I've been trying to tell everybody. And this is probably a reason why YouTube has been trying to shut my videos down, because I am actually talking something that YouTube probably knows is the truth. Okay? So they're trying to shadow ban my videos because my videos is not even spreading the way they should. But that's besides the point. I've been preaching this for so long in different videos about the price. I've been trying to let you guys know that you cannot listen to the people that you're listening to because they're talking foolishness. But again, that's neither here or there, you know. But if you enjoyed this video, feel free to stop by. Again, I'm going to catch you on the other one. If you want to see it again, you could just rewind it and watch it again, right? Because she dropped some real good knowledge in here. I'm Thomas Bain. I'm out of here.